Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Wherever you may be watching me from tonight, I want to welcome you to tonight's episode of Chat with Themmy. I was busy being a mother, y'all. And yeah, my baby had a very restful day, so he is just all up in my business tonight. I apologize. Like 3 minutes, 4 minutes late. Yeah. Um, Tonight is, we're into a new month, and then there's a lot of different things that we may be experiencing. Okay, so whether you're joining me from LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram, I want to say thanks for joining me and thanks for supporting me on this journey. Tonight, I want us to look at something very interesting. Let me grab it on the screen so you can see. Um, whatever you feed, whatever you feed is what takes over you. That's what I believe. There are two forces that I believe, and they're two equally powerful forces. One is faith, and one is fear. So tonight, I want us to look at the power of either of these, depending on where your investment goes. Okay. So I want us to look at the power of faith and the power of fear. You may say, well, I believe this is going to happen. I believe that it's going to happen. And sometimes you may also be scared that something could happen, right? And I know the Bible spoke about Job and said all that he feared came upon him. Having faith and having fear is okay. It's okay to be scared sometimes. But if you dwell too much on your fear and you decide to nurture it, to feed it, I mean, that's investment. And every investment has a return on it, good or bad. All right? That's what I want you to know tonight. So tonight we're looking at the power of faith and the power of fear. Okay? So let me move it over here. Let's talk about faith. Okay? Faith is typically, understood as a strong belief or trust in something or someone. To say, okay, I know something is gonna happen, or I know this person is reliable and stuff like that. Often there's no real tangible proof. The Bible say faith is the evidence of things hoped for, you know, and things not seen. So faith can be religious, it can be spiritual, or it can just simply be a confident expression in a positive outcome or the goodness of people in life. All right. So whether you're a spiritual person, you could liken faith to being spiritual, or it's just like a strong belief in something positive. Okay. So sometimes you don't need to see the evidence before you have faith that, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to turn out right. All right. So quite often there's no like tangible things to say, okay, um I can see this phone, I can hold this phone, so I know it exists. No, sometimes it doesn't need to be there. Someone once said faith is, taking the first step if you do not see the entire staircase. So whether or not it's there, you just want to, make a move, trusting the process that um this thing is going to happen, or this thing is going to be established. Okay. So another thing, let's look at fear, right? So fear is more often an emotional response. Remember, the thing doesn't have to be in existence before you have faith. Also, it doesn't have to be in existence before you fear. All right. So most of the time, fear is an emotional response to a perceived threat or danger, or something negative. It could be real or it could be in your imagination. So sometimes it's rational, sometimes it's irrational, and when it's irrational, sometimes it limits your action or it limits your potential. Sometimes it's try to protect you from harm. but other times it's just all up in your head. Okay, so the both faith and fear can impact your life in opposite and diverse ways. All right. When you have faith, faith is more on the positive side, and fear is more on the negative side. Someone did use fear, the acronym for fear, and said there are false evidences appearing real. Okay, so you either want to face it or you want to run from it. I think they said it also means face everything and run, or uh, um no, fear everything and run, or face everything and rise, or something like that. I'm not sure I'm getting it right. All right, just to kind of decide for the acronym of fear. So whether or not you have faith, and the thing is, faith and fear does not, do not go together. It's either you have faith or you have fear or doubt, which doubt sometimes and fear goes, hand in hand sometimes. So faith and fear does not cohabitate. No, it's either you're positive or negative. There's no gray area here. All right. So faith helps you to have a positive mindset. You're hopeful. You're full of um, optimism. Faith helps you to have hope in life and makes you to look out for the positive things in life. Believing that things will work out, you can motivate individuals, you can motivate yourself to pursue your goals and stuff and pursue your dreams, irrespective of the challenges you may be facing. Faith can make you more resilient to say, okay, in irrespective of the adversity that I'm facing right now, irrespective of the challenges I'm going through right now, um, I am definitely going to rise. Okay? So faith is as equally as powerful as fear, but they just both leads you to, opposite direction. Okay? So remember that faith and fear cannot go together. All right? So you cannot have faith and say, okay, I'm going to start a business, or I'm going to be a multimillionaire, or I'm going to, come out big, or I'm going to come out successful for my college career, uh, for my college journey. And at the same time, you're so scared to take action that you don't send in your application, you don't write your exam, you don't do your projects. Faith and fear does not match. Or maybe I watched a video today where the preacher was saying that people drop words carelessly and they don't know that words are powerful. Maybe you're in the presence and someone say, oh, after this people, like, after this school or after this area, when you get to a certain level, before you know, you're off to scene and blah blah blah, and then you just laugh. Meanwhile, you're not supposed to take any careless word casually. Words are spirits, and when they go out, they're looking for people to inhabit. All right. So depending on where your investment is, you could be feeding your faith or you could be feeding your fear. All right. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be in existence before you build faith or before you nurture fear. All right. Faith also have its health benefits. Faith makes you relax. It takes away your anxiety. It makes you have this resolve, knowing that at the end of the day, it's all going to work out for your good. It provides a sense of purpose and meaning. Faith offers you some kind of stability than mental torture. Fear can torture you, like whether it's there or it's not there. Fear makes you, full of so much anxiety, thinking, okay, how's tomorrow is going to turn out? How is this thing going to turn out? Oh, this person's going to do this. Or, all the people in my family, when they put their hand into business, business does not go anywhere. Or, I'm from this background where people in my family, XYZ happens to them at a certain age. Fear can have negative impact on your mental health, on your physical health, on your emotional health. Also, faith have its own, faith have its own health benefits. The fact that you have low mental stress, right? The fact that faith gives you some form of resolve, faith gives you some form of relaxation and take away your anxiety, or sort of step down your anxiety a bit, even if you're tense about something. Faith helps you to find this balance. All right, it keeps you in a good mental state. Faith helps you to continue your journey irrespective of what your path looks like, because you know that I just need to give life, one more. I just need to try again. I just need to take a step again. I just need to go forward again. Okay? And you need to have faith to be able to execute. You cannot you cannot be wanting to invest your time, your money, your energy into something, and you're like mentally convincing yourself that this is not going to work out. That's a very stressful space to be in. Faith and fear cannot stay in the same place. No, they cannot. Once you nurture faith, you get rid of fear. Once you nurture fear, you get rid of faith. There's no in between. Can I say I'm a little, I have a little faith and a little fear? No. No. They don't go together. All right? So you need to focus your energy on the one you want to manifest in your life. Faith makes you, you know, faith puts you in a position where it can foster good relationship with other people. If you have so much fear in building relationship, you're gonna slow yourself down. You're really gonna slow yourself down. You're not gonna be able to believe in yourself or even believe in other people. Faith helps you to foster trust and companionship, compassion in building relationships. Okay? Faith helps you, to believe in a support system or support network you have. Faith helps you to build interpersonal relationship that can, help you sail through difficult moments. All right? Faith inspires you to set and achieve higher goals for yourself. Faith helps you to take one step at a time and then helps you to also, you know, be able to take baby steps in achieving your goals. Faith helps you to persevere. Faith encourages you that irrespective of setbacks, you can still go the next mile, that it's still possible. I don't care the timeline, I don't care the deadlines. Faith helps you to believe that it's still possible. Whatever you're believing God for, whatever you're working towards, whatever you invest in your time, your money, your energy in, faith helps you to keep going. But fear holds you back. Fear makes you to worry. Fear suppress your dreams with anxiety. Fear hinders your progress. Fear makes you to see negative things without it even, coming into play. When you have excessive fear, it makes you to overthink. It makes you to over criticize yourself. It makes you to suppress yourself in so many ways. At the end of the day, it makes you not to even believe that you can take action in yourself. And when you nurture your fear, oh, sorry, when you nurture fear so much, you sink into depression. And then you start to have anxiety disorder. Like, the thing is not even there, but you're so afraid. Thank you so much, sis. How are you, Ade? Thanks for joining. The thing is not even there. Fear will make you even to take action will be hard. And then when you finally take action, fear will keep telling you that, oh, maybe for instance, you want to invest in a business. And then fear keeps whining in your ears that the market is oversaturated. Oh, you're not as good. See the other people in the marketplace that's doing exploit. You're not as good as them. Why should somebody, come to you versus the other people? How many investments have you made that fear has stopped you from executing or implementing what you learned to bring that to pass or to bring some returns on your investment? How many? How many investments have fear made you not to pursue? Say, for instance, you want to go to college and then you finally get into college. You've gone through the application process, you accepted, you started your journey. All of a sudden, sorry, all of a sudden you're like, school is not for me. I don't think I can do this. Or tech is not for me. Or medicine is not for me. Healthcare is not for me. Or this is not for me. I might just well go sit in some corner and, just settle for the bare minimum. Fear can make you hinder your own progress because it's right here. Like I said, there's you don't need an evidence. Okay? You don't need an evidence to have fear. Sometimes the thing is not even there. Fear will make you hold back so much that you delay your own progress. Ask yourself, for all the times you feared, for all the times you delayed taking action, what did you miss out? Imagine if you delayed, maybe you delayed yourself for 5 months, for 6 months, for a year, and then you finally took action and things start to take off in the right direction. Do you know if you had taken action 5 months ago, do you know where you would have been by now? It's great you took action, but that's what some of the things fear can do to you. Fear can hinder your progress. Fear cannot stop your success, but fear can make you land a certain space that you're supposed to be in at a lower pace or at a slower rate. Okay? If you have deep depression and anxiety disorder and you have chronic stress because you're over nurturing your fear, guess what? Physically, you get tired. You weaken your immune system due to stress. You start to have headaches. Your vein at the back of your neck starts to pull. You start having migraine for no reason because you're nurturing something that's not even existing. Okay? You're babysitting your fear so much, you're investing so much time in your fear, and you start to babysit your fear. Fear makes you're not able to build meaningful relationship. You rather keep yourself in isolation. Fear makes you don't even know the meaning of true relationship no more. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you in your own headspace. Then negative things starts to pop up in your head. Oh, they don't care about you. Oh, nobody loves you. Oh, there's no one to look after you. Oh, people are just trying to take advantage of you. That's fear. All right? That's fear. Then you start to keep yourself in isolation. Then you start reading negative meaning into everything that people say. You start misunderstanding people, fear makes you start to have some defensive behavior. When somebody tries to be genuine towards you, you're just blocking them here, there, and everywhere. Fear makes you procrastinate. It makes you to hesitate. It makes you tell yourself, am I really good at this? If I start this, what if I fail? What if things don't turn out that way? What if things turn out that way? Fear makes you don't even tap into opportunities because you're so critical about yourself. You're so critical. You're so critical. You keep telling yourself, what if it doesn't work out? What if it does work out? Right? Ask yourself, what if it works out? Fear makes you're scared to tap into opportunities. Fear makes you settle for less because you don't want to take risks. Fear makes you unfulfilled. You're not reaching your highest potential because you're too scared to take that leap. You're enduring a toxic environment because you're too scared that when you leave, you may not find anything better. You're enduring a toxic relationship because you're too scared that nobody's gonna love you for you, or you're not amazing enough. You're enduring a toxic job because you feel like jobs are hard to come by, and you don't even have the courage to tap into your own potential to make things happen for yourself. So you're stalling at a space where they're not treating you right. You're giving your best, but you're appreciated less. You're not paid your worth. Okay? And everything is working against you in that environment, but you're still stuck there because, well, if I leave, how am I gonna manage? I've seen people endure toxicity simply because they don't have the strength to give life a second chance, to give life the next shot. They don't have the effort to invest anymore. So they're like, let me just settle for this. You have a business, but you're so scared, so you cannot show up for your business. That's fear. You want to take that course to improve your skills, but you feel like, well, the market is so saturated. How am I going to monetize after I complete this exercise? That is fear. All right? That's fear. How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? You start to over process, you start to overthink. The thing not even here yet, you're over processing. Then before you know, you start to have cold feet. You don't take action simply because you're too scared that you're not worth it. Oh, I'm not worth it. Oh, there's someone better than me. Oh, I don't have a master. Oh, I don't have, enough knowledge in this space. There are people who are way better than me. That's fear. So fear makes you not to challenge yourself enough. Fear makes you not to put yourself out there because you're too scared to do so. Fear makes you to underachieve because you're not taking the next step. But the thing is, to be able to lead and balance a fulfilling life, it's essential to manage both faith and fear. Like I said, where your investment is, your returns is gonna come. It's great to be scared. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to have some form of fear because it'll enable you to push yourself forward. But if you over nurture that fear, then you're taking south. Okay? So, one thing you can do to be able to balance your fear is to first acknowledge that you have them. Understand what's causing that fear. Is it past traumas? Where did that come from? Oh, I don't believe in love no more. Is it because you were heartbroken? Oh, I don't want to invest in this business no more. Is it because you were not, you did not do enough due diligence along the line? Is it because you were scammed in the past? Why don't you want to do it? Understand that you have a fear for something and try to understand where that fear came from. That's the first step to managing your fear. Acknowledge your fear. Recognize that it's there. After you've acknowledged your fear, you want to be able to cultivate faith. You want to be able to develop a sense of faith and positive affirmation. Tell yourself, I am good at this. I am going to make it. I am going to be successful. When you start to cultivate faith, then you start setting realistic goals for yourself and start surrounding yourself with supportive people and start building the right relationships around you. Also, if you're a spiritual person, you want to connect with people who are going to support you on that journey of faith, who are going to speak positively to you, who's going to speak life into you, who's going to empower you. You want to be able to connect relationships like that. All right? The next thing you want to do, you want to be able to face your fear, like they say. Grab the bull by the horns, baby. Grab the bull by the horns. Expose yourself to your fears in a controlled manner. Or you're an introvert, you're scared to speak in public. When you go for a networking event, don't allow your social battery to run out. Connect with at least just one person, maybe the person next to you. Get acquainted with them. You don't have to walk across the room to go greet someone that you know you're already shaking to make the move. The person next to you, get to know them, ask for their name. The easiest way to do it is to try to learn more about them. So since you are scared and you don't know how to talk so well, or maybe you're scared to put yourself out there, you can take genuine interest in learning about other people. Them talking about themselves can also, sort of help you, go through your thoughts to be able to contribute to the conversation, or sort of help you put your own thoughts into perspective to put yourself out there. All right? You want to be able to take baby steps by putting yourself out there little by little. It helps you to reduce the power of fear. All right? Go to networking events. Share your work a bit more. If you're afraid of the camera, try audio. If you'd rather not do audio, write your thoughts out and put it out there anyway, no matter how imperfect you think it is. Okay? The next thing you want to do is you want to be able to seek support. If you can get with a therapist, counselors, coach, support groups to address and overcome your fear, invest in that. Invest in that. It will help you to overcome your fear gradually. All right? Seeking support doesn't mean you're not up to it. No. Even the people you admire, they do seek support. Okay? They have people that they lean into when things are not going their way. They have people that they lean into for real. All right? So you want to be able to seek support. You want to be able to do, what keeps you stable, what keeps you balanced. I'm wrapping up shortly. Whether you're joining me from LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, I want to thank you for being on this journey with me. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you wholeheartedly, and I hope tonight's topic, uh, uh, you know, gives you some sense of direction and helps empower your new week. As you go out this week, remember to nurture your faith and not your fear. It's okay to have fears, but don't nurture it for too long. Too much of everything is a mess. It's not good. All right? So you want to be able to practice what makes you stable. Is it meditation to reduce your fear? What? Is it connecting with friends and family? Is it going to church? Is it having some mean time and talking to God? You want to be able to do some mindfulness practice. Whatever you are comfortable with. to help keep your fear intact, like to keep it down. All right? Remember to nurture your faith and not your fear. Because at the end of the day, where your investment goes, that's where you're going to get your returns. That business you want to start it. That additional hustle you want to get because you need to have some additional stream of income, get on it. That course you want to start, do it. That job you want to apply for, get on with it. That school you want to submit application to, go ahead. Don't let your fear stop you. Okay? Do not let your fear stop you. As I'm wrapping up tonight, my word for tonight is do not let your fear stop you. Nurture your faith because it's as powerful as your fear if you nurture your fear. All right? Nurture your faith and walk in your purpose. It is that powerful. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful evening, a wonderful month, a fulfilling one. And I hope everything you work towards in faith comes to fusion. Have a wonderful evening and good night. Bye bye.